There, thank you for joining me today. I'm Sandra at SandraR. Today I've got a little card for you. I know that cards aren't that exciting, but I'm excited about my little lots of labels framelit dies which I discovered in many sizes. These are the lots of labels framelits dies. I think you get 7 in there. And obviously you need a big shot to cut those out. But what I did discover was these, they're called Updated Essentials Paper Piercing Pack, and in the pack you get, it comes with 3, and in the pack you get this specific one that fits over your labels when you've cut them out. So you can do what's called paper piercing, so you would need a piercing tool and a piercing mat, which this is a piercing mat. You've got to realise though that you'd probably just have to use it for paper piercing, because as you can see this is full of holes where I've been paper piercing. So if you wanted it for doing your stamping, you'd have to buy another one. So just to show you how easy it is to do, on the little card I just get my die. What have I done with my dies? Here they are. These are 2 that I have already stamped out, because you don't really want to sit and watch me punch out paper all day long. But I will just give you a little clue. You put your framelit die on your paper piercing mat and you line it up with the relevant size that you've cut out, and you make sure that it's lined up all the way round, neat, equidistant from each of the edge, and then you just put your piercing tool in and you just punch through, and it's very therapeutic to do. It takes a couple of minutes, but very therapeutic. And when you've finished it, what you can do, if you're a sewer and you like sewing, what you can do is you could get your threads and just sew all the way around that border there, and I think that would look really quite pretty. So I have done the piercing today to show you, and so now I'm going to show you how I did my stamping on my card. So this is half of a sheet of A4 that I've folded and scored in half, and I've put a sheet of designer series paper. All details will be on my blog. I've cut it at an angle, as you can see, just for something to look a bit different. Cut out my cards. Today my card uses Lost Lagoon cardstock. This is Melon Mambo. This is Pool Party, and this is Whisper White. So I'm layering that on there today, but we're going to start off by doing our stamping. So I've got my block, my stamp set prepped up on my blocks. This is the number of years stamp set. Very, very useful for birthdays. So where am I going to put that? Oh, back there. So I've prepped up on my block the leaf pattern, and I'm going to use the garden green ink first on that. Now with photopolymer stamps they recommend that you use a piercing mat underneath, because you don't have rubber on these. You get more of a pressure. It compensates for that. So we ink up our stamp, and then working out where we want to just put that, we stamp that down and off. I like this stamp set because you've got some cute little flowers and you can put them in any designs that you like. So this is, I think these are little roses, not too sure, and I'm going to stamp them in Melon Mambo. So your 2 little flowers, you've got like a little sticking out bit, that tells you that that's the top, and you line up your flowers there and there is where you're going to put these particular flowers. So you line it up. Sorry if I'm getting my head in the camera. Stamp that down, and that's how you use that one. And then cleaning that off, and then I'm going to get the little, it's like a little frond of flowers. That's this one here. That looks like grape muscari to me, which are like grape hyacinths. That's what that reminds me of. So I am going to stamp those in blue. So where is my blue? I forgot to get that out. So I'm going to use Pool Party to do my little blue flowers. And then you line that up and stamp off there. And I'm going to do the same on this opposite side, like that. And then we're going to do the little tiny little flower in Daffodil Delight. So I just get the little tiny flower, which looks a bit like a primrose to me. So again, you have the that little sticking out edges at the top. And then that fits nicely inside that little space there. And then I just go around and I put these little flowers just where I fancy to put them, really, because I like a lot of them. So like that, and I think that's more than enough. So now I've got my little happy birthday there, so I'll just get that prepped up on the block. Like that. And then I'm going to do that in the Melon Mambo colour. I just realised I needed to add another couple of Melon Mambos, so I'm just going to pull that towards me. So that's the happy. Just get the birthday bit. Put that on the block. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to bring that down so I can see what I'm doing to try and line it up. Yes, that's not too bad at all. Not too shabby, as they say. So what I want to do now is, while I've got this little flower, I just want to go and put a couple of more little flowers in this red colour, because I think that it just needs a few more scattered about, just to bring that whole look together. So I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to move it out of the way. And then to finish it off, I've just put some little rhinestones in. So I'll just get my little rhinestones when I'm done with them. Here they are. And put some rhinestones just on any of the flowers you want, really. I think that the little primrose flower needs a few rhinestones in the centre, because you've got like a little gap there, which I'm sure has been perfectly put there so that some rhinestones can be fitted there. So that's what we're going to do. So you just put however many rhinestones you fancy, and I'm liking that a lot. So I think that's fine. Do I want any more? No, that's fine. So move that out of the way. So I've prepped up the card, I've explained the colours I've used, so now I'm going to, oh, that does look pretty, doesn't it? So I'm going to just glue that down with a bit of snail onto my card. Making sure that it's equal distance apart. I think that's about right. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back, just to give that some lift. So if any of you good people watching my video today have a go at this project, why don't you send me a little email showing me what colours you've used and how you've done it, because I'd really like to know that people out there are enjoying watching my videos, and it'll just be great to see how other people use these sets. So please don't be shy, and you can email me at sandra.ronald1@btinternet.com. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to add, I've got one of these little iced rhinestone embellishments, and I just thought that it finished it off for me. So I'm going to add one of those onto the corner there, which I think looks lovely. So that is my card today. As you can see, I've used the same stamp set to just stamp on the inside of the card, because I always think that just finishes the card off nicely. When you put a piece of Whisper White in the centre, finishes your card off nicely. So before you go, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I'd be delighted. If you need any help with anything, let me know. If you're watching this on YouTube, please click the down arrow if you want to go over to see all my project details, and if you'd like to buy any of the Stampin' Up products, they are also on my website. So thank you for watching me today, and until the next time, bye!